have struggled with consistency for most of my life. I am 29, going on 30 next year. And when I reflect, I realize that if I had been more focused, more consistent in a lot of things, I would be farther along in my life today. But no biggie. It's not a death sentence. That's the beauty of life, right? We can always improve. We can always, get better, tweak, and move forward. And that's what this channel is all about. It's all about moving forward, learning from the past, and moving forward to a better and brighter future. Now, when we talk about consistency, it's something we all know, right? I think if you're an adult, if you're above the age of 23, you already know what consistency is. I don't need to explain it. But I'm going to just break it down, multiple layers, to put it in layman terms, right? Consistency, in very simple terms, is doing what you need to do for as long as you need to do it until you get your expected result. As simple as that. Consistency simply is doing what you need to do for as long as you need to do it until you get the expected result. Okay? Let me give you a very, very simple example. Water. Water is good. Drinking water is good for your health, it's good for your body, it's good for your mind, it's good. Now, if you need to drink water, for example, for 2 weeks at 10 o'clock in the morning for 2 weeks, consistency in practice simply means you drinking water at 10 o'clock for 2 weeks until you get whatever the result you're expecting to get. But now, consistency, we all know what it is, but the reason we tend to struggle with consistency is it's multifaceted. It's multifaceted. However, consistency, a lot of people struggle because, we lack structure, ultimately. We lack structure. We lack interest. We get easily distracted. Personally, I am a guy I lose interest in something very, very quickly. I get distracted very easily, right? My friends have told me perhaps I am undiagnosed ADHD. Perhaps I can see it. We let the negative voices in our head getting our way. Hence, we don't stick with the plan. And it's a lot of factors. You can go Google and check it out as you'll see for yourself. However, this video is going to attempt to show myself and yourself how we can improve our consistency, at least from a very simple and practical way. And this is something I want to try in my personal life, and I thought to share with the universe, with the ether, and to see maybe it helps somebody out there. Now, when I look back on my own life, I realize multiple things, but I'm gonna reduce it into 3 things. The reason I tend to struggle with consistency on my end is I don't have a why. No why. Okay? That's the first reason. The second reason is I don't have a plan. No plan. And the third reason is I don't have accountability. Okay? No accountability. Now, I'm gonna connect these 3 things, right, to consistency. No why, no plan, no accountability. And when you lack these 3 things, it is damn near impossible to be consistent. Now, what I want to do differently towards the end of this year, and for sure for 2025, is I want to make sure every single thing that I'm doing has a why attached to it, has a plan attached to it, and I have some level of accountability. This is important. Important. I need to get multiple color markers. Accountability is important if you want to stay consistent. Okay? Now, what's your why? These three things, in my opinion, if we focus on these 3 things in anything we want to do, I strongly believe our consistency in whatever thing we are doing will get better. It has to, because it's connected to a why, emotions, we have a plan, and we have accountability. But let's break it down even more. Now, when I think of your why, when you think of your why and I think of my why, what does that really mean? That simply means, what is the core reason why you're doing something? I can talk about my YouTube channel, right? The why behind my YouTube channel is to share knowledge and to learn. I love to share what I have learned in my early 20s with my audience, right? I've noticed that a lot of people typically come to me with questions on social skills because for some reason they like the way I talk, they like the way I carry myself, and I thought maybe I could share with the rest of the world in dating, in mental health, in mindset, in self-improvement. Hence, you have this channel. So my why to this YouTube channel is because I want to share. Share, learn, build. Okay? So this is my why for my YouTube channel. My plan for my YouTube channel is I try my best to have at least 2 to 3 videos published every single week. So that's a plan. And the beautiful thing with YouTube is you can schedule videos. So I've scheduled videos for the month, right? So 2 to 3 vids per week. Now, accountability, well, I don't have an accountability partner for YouTube, but I do have calendar reminders that keeps me accountable, that holds me accountable. And it works, man. So for accountability, I have calendar, right? So I personally believe the more we focus on the why, the plan, and the accountability in anything we are doing, we will by default improve our consistency. Now, notice I didn't go beyond these 3 things because I strongly believe when you focus on these 3 things, your why, your plan, your accountability, okay, there is no way things will not get better. Because when it is connected to your core values, your passions, your emotions, you cannot let it go. When you have a plan of action, and of course, when you're talking about plans, it has to be smart, right? It has to be, I don't remember the smarts. You know what I mean? SMART. I'm going to put the reminder on the screen. I don't have it at the top of my mind. And when you have accountability, that is something or people that holds you accountable when you don't hit the goal, when you don't do what you're supposed to do, it's going to keep you in line. Now, this is something that I want to practice moving forward, right? Have a why, have a plan, have accountability. But there's a second aspect that I had to humble myself to understand, because I realized that I tried to do too many things at once, and as a result of doing that, it killed my drive. It killed my ambition. So one thing that could be affecting your consistency is you are doing too much. Too much at once. Right? So, 2 things. Well, that could be affecting your consistency. No plan, no why, no accountability. We'll just group that as one, okay? And the second thing is you're doing too much at once. And there is no way, if you have no plan, no why, no accountability, one, and you're doing too much at once, of course you cannot be consistent, man. It's too much. You're overwhelmed. So, we have to focus. We need to prioritize. Stop doing too much at once. You want to prioritize, okay? Prioritize. What is the most important thing to you? Pick one. Pick one thing for a set period of time and focus on it. And focus on that one thing and get it done with. Focus on it, give it your attention, and it will definitely get better. I hope this video gives you some clarity. I really hope so. But to summarize this video, I'll put it this way. If you want to get your consistency better, I'm going to be practicing this myself. Number 1, you have to have a why, right? Have a why, have a plan, and have accountability. Okay, so we're going to group this as number 1. All right, guys? And number 2, to improve your consistency, we have to prioritize. So don't do too many things at once. Don't do too much at once. Do one thing at a time. Guys, all these things are not important at once. One thing, or maybe two, but I stick to one. Stick to one and focus on it. So prioritize the most important thing. Okay? This is number two. So number one, have a why, have a plan, have accountability. Number two, prioritize. So that's me, guys. I hope this video gave you some clarity on how to be more consistent. I'll do my best to summarize the points in the comment section in the description as well, so you can just go there and see everything already defined for you. But if you have any question, leave your questions in the comment section. Reach out to me. I have some links that you can use to reach out to me directly if you care to. I hope you like it. I hope you like it, because I like doing this. I love expressing myself with a pen and the board. It gets my thoughts out. Guys, I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy who wants to share what he knows and what he's learned and what I practice in my life and what I will practice. My goal here is to share. I do not know it all. I'm just trying to share what I know and hopefully add value to your life as you guys have added value into my life. In the meantime, I've been Mr. Kingsley, teaching social skills. Cheers.